for those that were around in the 90s to see John Daly's greatness, winning PGA and the British Open. There's nothing really quite like the energy that he brought at the time and how he was able to introduce kind of like a good old boy vibe to the PGA Tour. Previous to that, people are in knickers, it's a lot of country club types. But John, for a lot of fans, introduced, like, I'm a regular guy, I drink, smoke, I have a good time. And really, you get the vibe, certainly, I do, that I really want to have a beer with this guy. And this guy is really down to earth. And, his rapport with, everyone is so good. I mean, you can see it from this.
It's all about the right shaft. You get the right shaft, it's going to be your best driver ever.
How much do you think technology is playing in this? You played golf for a long time, and you probably hit the ball just as far, as a senior almost, as you did when you were a kid because of technology, the ball and the clubs. How much do you think it's playing into the golf today, as far as the pros go, compared to your general mass player? Because they're different technologies.
The golf ball, I think, has been the big deal. I think the golf ball just flies further. Technology and shafts and iron faces have gotten, I think, a little firmer than what they used to be. But for me, I'm not hitting it nowhere near when I was young. Since 07 anyway. Since the shoulder got separated and I fractured, the ribs. Right. I haven't been the same. I had to go from a draw to a cut.
It's just, I like his attitude of just being down to earth. You can see everyone he's with, he's just really relaxed and just seems like a great guy. And I think one of the posts that I did on r/PGA that went over really well was that he had a career low round, and this was a few days after getting the diagnosis that, his cancer is going to require quite a bit of treatment. So in the face of a lot of, what essentially could be terminal health challenges, he's playing golf, and not only playing golf, the best golf of his life.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, JD, career best round out here on Champs, incredible. How did it feel?
I wasn't really thinking about that. It just seemed like the pace of play was really slow, but when you look at it, the time-wise, it wasn't. It's just, this course, when you can drive some of the par fours and you got a lot of par fives you can get to, it makes it feel like it was very slow out there. But no, I just hit it really good. The bad drives that I did hit, I could find it and hit it, but I just putted really, really good. I think I made an eagle and 9 birdies and 10 birdies and 2 bogeys or something. I don't know, but I haven't done that in a long time. But the putter felt really, really good today, and these greens are so good that if you get on a little roll, it helps. And you can see by the scores. A lot of low scores today.
How much does it play into your mindset? Obviously, you have a lot going on the personal side of your life. Does that help you kind of clear your mind and just go out and play fun golf?
Yeah, staying busy, doing Zoom calls and doing a lot of cameos and just kind of staying busy, just trying to keep it off my mind. And, I got about another month before I got to go do it again. But, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and got to keep living. I can't just, stop. So the more busy I stay, the better I am, but I just got to pace myself.
Career best. You're doing it, Brett. You got it.
JD, could you just give us a health update where you are? And
It's about the same. It's just tired all the time. It's just something the doc told me I'd be. I'm trying to drink the right stuff, and but it's hard to take Diet Coke away from me. And I was proud of myself. I only smoked 6 cigarettes today. Usually I smoke about a pack and a half. So I was proud of myself because usually I smoke a lot more on the course than I do off. But I'm trying to cut back. But hell, who knows? Can't quit instantly.
John, you haven't had a lead in a while. The last time you led,
I'm not even thinking about that. It was just a great day. There's so many good players out here, and the scores are going to be low if the golf course stays as good as it is. And, the only thing the wind could pick up, that could change a little bit. But if it stays like this, it's not easy to go out and shoot 8 under. But I like the way I'm hitting it. Just got to pace myself, take my time, and, hopefully, basically, if you lead putting in a week on this tour, top 5, you got a good chance to win. So it's all about the putting.
Music is such a big part of your life. I would imagine that the last few months, music has been something that's
Well, I'm actually cutting a new album. I've cut 4 songs. It's Mucho Love in Nashville, so I've been hanging out in Nashville, and a lot of my buddies are writing with me.
Yeah, so later in that clip, he goes on to understandably get choked up and discuss, his time in golf, how he enjoyed golf and everything. And what I take away from all that is not only being brave in the face of these health challenges, but also I like his positivity. And, I can't fathom the difficulty coming to be that positive, but it sounds like it's just in his nature. And, he has been very forthright about his difficulty with smoking and drinking, gambling, all that. And as the last guy said, or in the last interview that I listened to, it's like all these other guys are putting forth this facade, but you're putting out there like, I do this, I indulge in all these vices, that's who I am. And they essentially stamp brands on all these key markets that cater to that. So I think people appreciate the honesty of John Daly. And I think the growth of golf in the last 20 years certainly was, because of Tiger. There's no doubt about that. The purses are quadrupling, and, they used to be nothing, but now they're, exploding. And the Tiger effect is really what the young guys have to thank for being able to fly from jet to jet, or place to place on, net jets and all those. But John, I think, brought a lot of numbers before that. That was, middle class, working class, having fun, just regular guys, and just showed how golf can be fun. And if you look back, he's played so many iconic rounds, and he's been around for so long. I mean, I remember, I was in elementary school or middle school when he's winning those Masters and British Open and his 2 majors. But it's just the way he carries himself back then as opposed to now is essentially the same. Here's
Today,
2 of
Shell's wonderful world
the
of
coolest guys on tour. Boom Boom and the Lion, John Daly. I love it how they have to do widescreen on these.
Let's go ahead.
Well, let's take a look at this nice, easy hole.
Now the Little Deschutes River going up the right of this
These
long,
Shell's Wonderful
par
Worlds of
4.
Golf,
no bunkers
since
on
the
this
60s,
hole.
these things have been going on. They're so
Very
iconic.
narrow tee shot, however.
50s,
And the green is huge, over 10,000 square feet, with the flag today all the way in the back.
Both players
Those
have already
glasses,
hit their
man.
tee shots and missed the fairway.
Couples from 180 yards with a 7-iron out of the light rough. First fairway Freddie's missed.
Sit down.
That is the sweetest swing and definitely the coolest guy. I think Tiger even said, having Freddie as a playing vice captain, Freddie is the coolest, and people surround Freddie. But it'll be a cool week for the Masters. The DJ is favored by the odds, but at 8-1. But I see that Koepka's 16-1, and someone I know was saying that they think Xander Schauffele's got a good chance. Bryson DeChambeau, obviously, and there's a good little group going on, and it'll be just interesting to see how Augusta shapes up in the wintertime, and how, there's this tournament, and then the defending champion only gets to be that for 5 months before the next one at its usual spot in April. So go ahead and check out our Reddit PGA, r/PGA, and keep staying tuned to the YouTube and podcast